we are at the Roosevelt Hotel once again. Monica Lewis.
I guess we're getting to be regulars.
Good God, Cinegrill and the Mills Brothers with Kay Starr.
And you know, it was one of the most wonderfully nostalgic shows.
Right.
Because Kay is just, you know, full of fun and wonderful and exciting as ever. And the Mills Brothers, their music was incredible. That was a father and son, correct?
Right.
Don is the dad.
Right.
And John the son. Right. I can't tell you, I'm overcome by the beauty of the old music, but the way they presented it, and the charm and the swing. Yes. Total swing. Yes. I loved it.
Yes,
Goodbye.
It was great. Now, is that Jane over there?
That's Jane.
Jane, hi, honey. Come in here.
God, yes.
How are you, darling?
I'm just
the
fine.
Mills
Wonderful.
Brothers, Kay Starr.
Was that a treat?
Was it a treat?
Anybody out there, I'll have to tell you, if you're going to see this in the next couple of days, get down here. Isn't it wonderful?
Isn't it charming? Bring back memories of those.
Oh, he is the
songs.
sweetest man, and his son.
Freed.
Buddy Freed.
Oh, Buddy Freed.
Buddy Freed's been around a long time, and he is modern and knows everything that's going on today.
What's exciting right now in your life, girlie?
I have a grandchild.
You have a grandchild. Okay.
That's the most exciting thing in my life. And being here and watching this show tonight was a big thrill.
Lady.
You're a sweetheart, and good to see you. And
LA
thank you
is
very
waiting
much.
to hear you sing again.
Well, maybe soon if anybody will have me. Okay.
Anybody have you?
Oh, if anybody.
Come
will
on,
have
Jane.
Me.
Everybody.
Ta-da!
Still, Jane. Thank you.
You look great, honey.
Here, honey, sound your.
Hi, Skippy.
Just don't kiss me. Don't do anything. Here I am with Claiborne Cary. Claiborne Cary.
You are so
Here at the
sweet.
Cinegrill tonight, we've seen the Mills Brothers, Kay Starr.
What a show. What fun. What fun to see
What memories
Kay.
did you bring back to you?
Well, I saw Kay in Palm Springs in the Follies a year or two ago, and it was just so fabulous.
Well, the Mills Brothers and Kay are going back.
Of course, the Mills Brothers. We all grew up on the Mills Brothers.
Wasn't it interesting tonight?
It really was.
Father and son tonight on stage, and I thought it was a very, very interesting show.
Fabulous show.
It's kind of a pathos
It kind of
moment.
sneaks up on you. Yeah, it gets you.
Now,
definitely.
what's exciting in Claiborne Cary's
Well,
life?
I'm performing next week at the Gardenia.
Are you really?
Yes.
Oh,
the
that's-
28th, 29th, 30th
That's another
of
great
August
room.
at 9
Oh.
o'clock.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a great, exciting room.
So I'm excited. I have a great band,
Good.
and we're going to do a lot of tunes.
Good.
Show tunes, jazz,
Good. Well, come and see
comedy, the whole thing.
Good. Nice seeing you, darling.
Thanks, honey.
Okay, here I am at the Cinegrill once again, and we just seen Kay Starr and the Mills Brothers. Mr. Blackwell, come on.
Dynamite.
Face it. Oh,
Absolutely dynamite. And Kay, fall in love all over again.
Really?
She's dynamite.
The Wheels
Wonderful.
of Fortune really brought you back again?
Never left it.
Ah.
Never left.
Who is this lovely lady? I know who she is. It's Dr.
No, you take a guess.
Go ahead.
Dr. Gilda Carl.
Uh-huh. You look
Nice.
lovely as ever.
Thank
She's a
you.
beautiful lady.
Well, I got the approval of Blackwell here.
Oh, is it beautiful?
That's
Oh,
all that
yeah.
counts.
Darling, tell me about the Mills Brothers.
I love them. They were wonderful.
You remember them at all? Because you're
They were a
very
little.
young, you know.
Thank you. I like you too.
You're very, very young. You know, Mr. Blackwell and I could really go back with the Mills Brothers, right, Mr. Blackwell?
You know something, Skippy? I don't go back.
No,
It's
you
this
never go back?
moment. It's wonderful.
Why does everybody say it's a moment, a moment, a moment? It's not. It's life. It's moment. Let's go back.
Because
Why
this
not
moment
enjoy
is
it?
wonderful.
Well,
I don't
of
want to go
course.
back.
But why not
I want
go
to be
back?
here. It's vital. It's great.
You've expressed
it's
your
loving.
life.
It's
you've-
terrific.
Mr. Blackwell, you've
Yeah.
experienced
But it's
life,
good to
you've
go back.
tasted.
It's good to go back sometimes.
Of course it is. And you brought a
Yeah,
book out. Your book is doing extremely well. Rags to Bitches. Come on, let's
Yeah.
talk about
No. I agree. It's wonderful to go back and see your life. But what's more important
Right.
is to love today and love tomorrow.
Right.
And let yesterday
Okay.
be the most incredible memory
Okay.
you ever had.
Well, you're bringing it to the book. It's wonderful. It's a great book.
Thank you.
Yes, it's wonderful.
What's
It's
exciting
wonderful.
right now in your life, my darling?
Well, I have a book coming out too.
Right, I know. What
It's
is it
called "Don't Bet on the Prince."
Ah, okay.
How to have the man you want by betting on yourself.
Oh, I like that. I like
There you
Well, I'm
that.
glad you
That's good. Skippy, we love you.
Thank you.
Kay Starr.
Yes, sir.
Tonight here at the Cinegrill, this is the great moment of all. Working with the Mills Brothers.
Can you believe
Kay
that?
Starr,
I'm a Mills sister.
You certainly are, and you were up there that stage tonight doing that great song with them.
Yeah.
Hey, Starr, you've been in the business a long time, from Oklahoma. I mean, really, tonight it must have hit some pathos in your heart listening and working with the Mills brothers.
We've been working together.
You have?
Together, off and on for about almost 3 years now.
Right. I didn't know that.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, I see.
Said they wouldn't let me work in the city limits, so.
City limits.
The last time we worked together, the Mills and myself, we were on our way to Alaska. I said they couldn't send me anyplace else.
Okay, Starr, it is a great privilege having you at the Cinegrill tonight here in Hollywood.
Oh, thank you.
You live here in Beverly Hills, actually,
yes,
Bel Air.
I do.
And you are it's the first time for you here at the Cinegrill?
No, I was here once before, about 2 years ago.
Uh-huh. And you're here for 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Wow.
Tuesday through Saturday.
And it is a great show tonight. Everybody, you had this room packed tonight.
Yes, it was a wonderful audience.
It was
great. And when you're in town, all of your friends can come and see you, and that's sometimes the only time I ever see my friends.
I know it.
Because everybody's working, I'm happy to say.
I never realized you were so funny on stage. I knew you loved to talk. You loved to talk and say,
I know.
Boy, you just absolutely wonderful.
Thank
Love
you,
darling.
I just talk like I'm talking to my
Hey,
friends.
Starr, you are the greatest.
Oh, well, I don't know about the greatest, but I love being with you. Thank you.
My darling. I
Thank
saw
you.
Joni James yesterday.
Yes.
Now I'm seeing you. It's wonderful. Okay, one more thing. Okay. Push your man up here. There we go. You get a little further in. Here I am with Nellie Lutcher and Ketty Lester. How are you?
I'm just
love letters, right? My
that's
darling?
right.
How are you? And come on to my house, baby. Come on.
Hurry on down.
Hurry on down.
Hurry
I know.
on down to my house.
I know. Hurry on down to my house. How's my Nellie Lutcher doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
We're here at the Roosevelt, the Cinegrill tonight. We've seen this great team, the Mills brothers.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Starr.
Yes, right,
Wonderful.
Right.
Wonderful.
Yes, bringing back very
What
wonderful
kind of memories they brought back to you
Marvelous memories.
I mean,
marvelous memories.
Wasn't it touching that?
Yes,
heart
it was.
tonight?
It
How about
was.
you, Ketty? I mean, you're young, you know.
I'm not as young as you think
come
I
on,
am,
Ketty.
but
Come on, girl.
I remember them, and they were just beautiful. And of course, they sound just about like they used to
Yes,
sound.
the sound of voices. The voice is there. The voice is there.
Father and son.
Father and
Wasn't
son.
that a touching thing
Wonderful,
tonight?
wonderful.
I thought they were just absolutely.
were
I
just
love that father and I love that son. Take care of his
Just
daddy on
wonderful,
that stage.
just
Right.
marvelous.
But remember, you have children.
I have a son.
You do. And what does he do in life?
Well, he works for Chevron,
Okay.
and he's not into music, but he loves music.
Nellie, you grew up around L.A., didn't you?
No, well, I didn't grow up here, and I came
but
here.
You came here young.
I came here young.
Yeah,
I came here
and-
in 1935.
Well, that's young, honey. And how about you, my darling?
I came here after I finished high school
From where?
from Arkansas.
Are you from Arkansas? I'm from originally Mississippi, honey, Greenville.
I'm from Louisiana. Don't
I
leave
know,
Louisiana.
We're three Southern girls. Three Southern
Southern Bells.
bells. That's
We're
bells.
three
Okay.
Southern bells.
Okay. I love that. So what's new and exciting right now in your life, my darling?
Well, I'm not doing very much right now. I have my own small business, so I work with my husband. With that, I just finished a commercial for Chevrolet,
Right.
and that's about all I do.
Keep busy, and you look wonderful. And I love those songs of yours. Okay.
Wonderful.
Nellie, my
Lovely.
darling.
Yes.
Always great seeing you. I love
Good
your.
seeing you.
Look at this outfit. I love this outfit.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful,
Thank
darling.
you.
This
Thank
is my
you.
great lady, Nellie
Yes,
Lutcher. I
yes.
love you. Right, Lester?
Love you too.
Isn't she great?
Wonderful.
Love you, honey.
Love you too.
Thanks.
I've had
All the years we've been in the business, this is the
First
first
time we've
time
ever gotten
we've
together.
ever met.
First time you two met?
That's
Well,
right.
look at these two ladies. Thank you. Here I am at the Hollywood Roosevelt at the Cinegrill tonight. Starr, and guess what? The Mills brothers, the one and only, ladies and gentlemen, the Mills brothers. This is the son, evidently.
John and my dad, Donald.
and
I'm Donald.
John, the
Right.
original Mills brothers.
Right.
Come on, tell me.
Not much I can tell you.
Yes, you
It's
can
been a
tell
long
me.
time.
You got my heart tonight. Such pathos on that
Well,
stage.
that's great.
A man who has been in the business for decades and decades and decades. I mean, your son is keep talking about decades. How many?
Well, he started in 1922. This is 1997. I'm not that good at math. I have to ask my kids.
Well,
it's a bunch.
You grew up. You said you grew up.
I'm
here
born and raised in
LA.
Los Angeles, for sure. Oh, yeah.
I've been in the business 75 years now.
75 years.
Yes.
At least.
I am looking at you.
Mhm.
What is your secret? Do you sleep all day or what?
No. I get a lot of exercise, walk around, do a lot of golf, playing golf.
Uh-huh.
Anything to keep me busy.
What do you? I'm going to go back now. What? Because I've seen you work so many times.
Mhm.
I've worked all over the world.
Right.
I have seen you do the military shows.
Right.
I have seen you do the Hollywood Bowls
Right.
many times.
Right.
What has been the most that stuck in your mind that you really? Go ahead.
Well, I'd have to go back to 1934
Okay.
when we were in England. We did a command performance for the King and Queen of England.
Right.
And to be on stage and see them sitting up in the box, and the next box to them was a mother sitting,
Right.
which was very much interesting. That's one of the most wonderful things I've ever heard.
How do you feel tonight
I
when
feel
the
great.
audience loves you so much? John, you grew up
It's a
here
wonderful,
with-
yes.
You grew up with your dad's music.
Sure.
You knew it. It was so simple for you on that stage.
Oh, thank you.
The way you finesse the showmanship
Yeah.
of
Thank you.
his hands and the way you handled it.
Thank you, man.
You grew up. Here's
Well,
your-
you know, and I emulate his show. That's my job.
Right.
And his brother Harry had a great effervescence. And not that I could interpret that, but I do as I can. And I just try and compliment my dad.
When did this begin, you two? When did
We
this
started
all-
singing, I guess, about 1983.
Really?
Yeah, together.
83.
82.
82.
Well, right after Harry passed, they laid off for about a year and a half. And then we started touring after
It
that.
seems that you are enjoying it. The audience are enjoying what you're doing on that stage.
Skip, we really enjoy what we're doing.
Freed tonight. I'm seeing that wonderful pianist, that conductor.
Isn't he marvelous? Buddy Freed.
Buddy Freed.
Yeah.
The greatest in the business.
Yes. How long you've known Buddy Freed?
Oh, at least 30 years.
30 years?
Yeah.
Really? He's so great. He's
Yeah.
so gentle. on
Buddy
that.
started with the Buddy Morrow Band, you know, a million years ago, and in fact just had a chance to run into him on our last tour. So Buddy is one of the all-time greats.
I understand now you're going to be going from here at the Cinegrill. You're here at the Cinegrill in Hollywood Roosevelt for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Not 1 week,
2 weeks.
but 2 weeks.
Right, 2 weeks.
And it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Right.
No, actually Tuesday through Saturday,
To Saturday.
and then off Sunday, Monday.
And off Sunday, Monday. But you are going to work with John Biner, and I understand this winter you're going to be at the
Down in
Palm Springs.
in Palm Springs. I
You're
started to
gonna
say
Tell
Florida.
me about Palm
yeah.
Springs. John Biner called me from Vegas, and he said that I told him I'm going to see the Mills Brothers. Oh, he says I'm working with them.
Yeah.
Biner is the best. You know, I can remember when I was a kid, he started in Reno with these guys. I tell you, the 3 acts on the show were the Mills Brothers, John Biner, and an elephant act called Big Bertha and Tina. And John was breaking in and was one of the funniest comedians ever been around. And of course, you know how great he is today.
Yes.
So he has a very keen affection for the Mills because they actually started
We have
him.
the same for him.
Sure.
You're having a great audience there. Your audience is ready for you in Palm Springs.
Thank you
Believe
very
me
much.
when I tell you.
Thanks.
Well, we hope they are.
You know, your audience is anywhere. I just saw Joni James in Long Beach,
Uh-huh.
and she had such a fantastic nostalgia audience there
Yeah.
for her. And
Sure.
this is what the Mills Brothers is
Right.
all about.
Well, we try and
That's
keep
great.
it new. We try and keep it fresh. You know.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Skip.
Really great here at the
Thank you very
Hollywood
much.
Roosevelt. You brought memories, pathos to everyone's heart. People were Lovely. Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
God
Thank you,
bless you both.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful meeting you,
Thank you.
at last.
Nice talking to you finally.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Skip.
Thank you. Okay. Here I am at the Cinegrill once again, and it is the home of the Mills Brothers and Kay Starr for 2 weeks, and they are just incredible. They have brought memories to Mary Cummings. How are you?
I'm wonderful, and especially tonight. Kay was so marvelous, and so were the Mills Brothers.
Weren't they?
A great combination.
It is interesting,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And
Fabulous.
Wallace Seawell. How are are you, Wally?
I couldn't be better, thank you.
One of the greatest photographers there is.
Oh, aren't you nice? Aren't you nice?
And a marvelous dancer. He taught Kay lots of
know
her
that.
moves.
You dance, really?
Oh, he's a great dancer.
I didn't know that.
We've danced all over the world for Sister Cities.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
We were dancing on the pole last year of the Sphinx.
And Giza and Los Angeles became sister cities. But Kay has a lot of her good moves from Wally.
Really? Well, I never knew this. I
Yes.
just knew.
I've been photographing Starr since 1944, doing covers for her. First, I was doing covers for Capitol Records, and then Kay started having me do all of her covers for years and years.
They were talking about Capitol Records tonight. I just saw Joni James
Yes.
Sunday at the Long Beach.
Right.
She was with Capitol.
Yes, I know.
And there were so many singers here tonight to pay tribute.
Right.
Wasn't that very special?
Very, very. And K-Star and the Mills Brothers, they
It
are
was a
going to be,
great
I understand they're
combination.
going to be together at the place in Palm Springs.
Oh, that's good.
That'd be
that
good.
theater, it's going to be
You mean
this
the-
winter
where-
with John Biner, and it's good, the 50s and up. Remember she's talking about the 50s and up?
Oh,
That's what they're going to
great.
be.
Carol Channing's coming back in town, and Wally's going to bring her to see.
Really?
Yeah.
Wally, tell me about very, very first celebrity that you did.
Shirley Temple was the very first.
Shirley Temple?
She was 16 years old. She was this day.
Right. She just married John Agar at that time? Or
Yes,
just
Yeah.
almost?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe a year or so later.
Yes.
But she was going with him, I think, at that
What's
time.
your favorite photo that you've done? You have a favorite?
Well, you fall in love with each subject. But Ava Gardner is one of my favorites. I did all the pictures of the time in life of Judge Roy Bean. Did all the stills of Ava. And
Lily Langtry, and she was
played Lily
gorgeous.
Langtry.
They all rave about Marilyn Monroe. Well, Ava
Ava
Gardner to me was much better than Marilyn Monroe would ever be. There's something about Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe was fine.
Yes.
But Ava Gardner had such a quality about
She was
her.
elegant as
Yes.
well as gorgeous.
Yes.
Well, I was too photographed.
What's your secret? But photographing is it? I know you do black and whites, but what is Wally?
He brings the soul out.
How does he do
and
that?
makes you the best you can be.
I want to know how he does that. So, come on, Wally.
I haven't a clue.
Are you talking to your artist when
He gets people to relax, and then he brings out the best in them.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I have wonderful clients. They're all photogenic, too.
Lyndon Johnson never looked so good.
You did.
That was his best.
Really?
That's the best he ever looked.
Lovely lady. I've never. This is
She
Mrs.
was-
Robert Cummings' wife.
That's right. And she was also Mary Elliott, an actress.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. Yeah.
I was in MGM. I was in one two-reel short that won an Academy Award, and the reason it won, I was an angel and the only girl. But the reason it won was because there were 50 musicians like Liszt, Beethoven, Bach, and they all looked the part. And that's why we won. A young musician was trying to get into heaven. He fell in love with me. I fell in love with him. And the musicians wouldn't let him in because he'd stolen from them. So the only way they let him in is if he could compose one composition that didn't steal from anybody. So I inspired him and he got in.
MGM days. Let's go back. MGM, the commissary.
Ava and I were great friends.
Really?
She was from North Carolina. I was from South Carolina.
Ah, you're Southern girls. Okay. Okay. Ava Gardner, I just adore her.
We visited her in London years and years later.
She got away from here. She
Yeah.
went to London. She
To
went to
Spain.
Spain.
Spain first.
Disappeared, and
Yeah.
then to London trying.
Yeah.
But then she realized what happened. What did she think about when she went to London? You must have spoken to her. Why did she hide away from
Well,
Hollywood?
I tell you, Ava tried to make a good marriage with Mickey, but that didn't work. So then she married Artie Shaw, and she really tried to make that work. But Artie Shaw was miserable to his wives, made them feel like nothing. So after that, she had a little bit of
Sinatra? Come
revenge.
on. About Sinatra.
Well, that was a real love affair, but they
Was
fought
that?
like kids and dogs. I was a good friend of Henry Kaiser,
Yes.
and he was trying to have a business arrangement with Howard Hughes. He couldn't get an appointment. So Howard Hughes called him up one day and said, Henry, I need to hide Ava Gardner from Frank. So would you hide her up at your Lake Tahoe compound? And he said, I will only do that if you give me a business appointment.
Right.
He gave him a business appointment at 3 a.m. in the men's room in Las Vegas, and he kept it.
Was Frank tough?
Well, I didn't know him that well, but Ava was wonderful. I loved Ava. But she was a little tough on men after Artie Shaw was so mean to her.
Hollywood women today, I mean, different, Wally. Come on, Wally, different. What?
The studios built the stars years ago.
Yes.
They trained them every way. They checked their makeups, their clothes, their singing, the dance.
It's lost of elegance.
They protected
Hollywood
them.
is
They
lost
protected
of
them.
the elegance of Hollywood.
They don't make stars like that anymore.
They don't dress.
No,
they don't dress.
it's
Absolutely, they don't make stars. Absolutely.
No.
Wonderful seeing you here at the Hollywood Roosevelt here at the Cinegrill. Thank
Nice
you
to
for
talk with
talking to
you.
me this evening. I'm so happy.
Pleasure seeing
This
you.
has been a
Enjoy.
great night.
It has, hasn't it? Thank you. Thank
Coming
you.
back again.
Ah, good, Wally. Nice seeing you.
Pleasure seeing you
Say hello
always.
to Elena Da Vinci, Countess Elena Da Vinci. Say hello.
I'll do it. All right.
Thank you.
You know, he said they used to do all their songs like that when they had breath. I got to say a couple things real quick, because I don't know when I'll ever play L.A. again. No, really, there's just not enough places to work in this town. You know, we do the Hollywood Bowl, they bring you in like for 5 minutes. You know, and I don't know, there must be some other places too, because I go to all the concerts. So it is really nice to be here for a couple of weeks, so I want to thank Cinegrill. You know, I understand, do you see the marquee? You didn't see it, right? It didn't have our name on it. So that's okay, I found out why. You know, you would do the same thing. It was for rent. I swear to God. Man told me, your name's been up there for a month. What about tonight? We opened. He said, we got 12 grand to rent it. I would do the same, right? I told him we could come in a couple weeks. He said, well. So that's cool, though. I mean, because, you know, facilities need to stay open. So just like, you know, we need people to support live music, because I know most of you spend your time in karaoke bars. And so I kid a lot, but I thank you very much for coming in and seeing live music. And I don't care if he rents the sign, because they need to keep the place open so people can come and work and people can come and see. And I'm sure we're going to be crucified in the paper in the morning anyway, so. No? You don't think so? All right. I expect to see all your letters to the editor. We're going to do a song that was written in 1905, and I didn't write it. He said he wasn't around. It actually came from a German opera, and the guys got a hold of it about 1952, and with the help of Johnny Mercer, the great lyricist, turned it into a pretty big hit. You know it as The Glowworm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, Let's look forward, wonder, love, sweet process, calling young, glimmer, hey, but don't get dimmer, and in the light of the path below, and live on to love. Look, fire, glow like an incandescent fire, glow for the female love, species, turn on the AC and the DC, this I could use a little brightness, light up your little bird of lightning when you gotta go.
Oh, my dear. I don't know, Nellie. Nellie Lutcher is here tonight. I'm so pleased to have her here. Would you take a bow? We started at Capitol about the same. My God, you can't get up? You're looking good. That's my problem. I remember too many things. You know what's so great about us? We started at the same time at Capitol. You know, when they hired me, they didn't, well, when they hired both of us, they did not need another girl singer. The only one they didn't have was Ella, I think, and some opera stars. But I don't know how you got in, but I'll tell you how I got in. Ernie Ford was just about to quit. He was tired of singing hymns and Christmas songs. And his contract was just about to be over, so he just told him, he says, if I can't sing some of them other songs, I ain't going to play. And they didn't, you know, Peggy Lee wasn't going to sing with him. Stop and think about it. Margaret Whiting didn't think she could. She did end up singing with Whitley, Wakely. God, I hope he hadn't got a gun. And Ella Mae Morris, she said flat out she couldn't do it. She wasn't even going to try. Joe Stafford didn't want to. She wanted to be a BYPU member. Listen, she was the loveliest lady, but she didn't care one thing about show business. And when she married, she wanted to have kids and be a PTA mother and Girl Scout mother and all that. And she was, and it was wonderful. She didn't want to sing with anybody. She didn't want to sing by herself. And we just went down the line.